Hello, welcome back to another Christmas in July video. A little while ago I did a video where I did belly bands or page edges, and I did some with flowers, some with butterflies. I think I may have done a couple more, but I've already given them away in swaps. But I thought I would try the same idea when I found this package of mulberry paper holly leaves. They're from Recollections. I do not know where I came across them. They must have been in a bunch of crafting stuff that I got from someone. I don't think they were my mom's stash, but whatever it was, I threw them in my Christmas bin. And yesterday when I went looking, I came across them. So I thought, oh, page edges, mass making page edges. So I have some of these already made, but I really wanted to do with Christmas music. So I could just add some Christmas music on here. In fact, that's maybe what I'll do just for the sake of making the video not so long. This one has some music in it, but not necessarily Christmas music. So I'm going to start with this one. And I've got this, this would be like an with TV Facts advertising thing for Christmas that was a local addition into a newspaper years ago. I'm going to save the recipes, I think. I've got something else coming up that I want to use the recipes for. Mayor, Sylvia Sutherland. Oh, Peterborough Mayor, that's why I don't know that name. So there's an Angels We Have Heard on High, an old Christmas tree. Let's start with that. That's music on both sides. That'll get us started. So I thought I would do, well, the leaves are probably going to be down the one side, like I did these other ones. Did the paper scraps on one side and then the decoration on the other side, just on a piece of cardstock. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll grab some coffee dyed paper as well. That's about the same tone, but plain. And maybe the two things is enough in this case. I can just sort of add them in here, like cover this. Actually, those brown tones that are already there might be okay. So I'll just take my Christmas tree, because I think that's going to be the one that's most recognizable as a Christmas carol. And I'm just going to cut myself some little snippets of it. And I got a little bit over here too from Angels. Those can be used in collage as well. And this will be just glue stick. And I'm going to just cover up these white bits. Try to leave I'm not getting much of the lyrics here. To know that it's Christmas music. That's all right. I know, and you know. So I'm basically just covering up that paper that for this project is too white for my liking. And this one, I want to leave it facing up, so I'm going to tear this off. Put a little glue on the back side. Cover that one up. I'm going to use one of these here. It's really only getting me like 3 little bits of Christmas music, but that's okay. It's going to go into a journal that'll have a lot more Christmas stuff going on, so put a 4th piece down at the bottom with the angels, the word angels sticking up. So when you have time, you can always make up some of these blanks and leave them blank and then decorate them for the journal you're going to put them in. So maybe one gets all dragonflies or butterflies, or in this case, holly leaves. So I'll need my tacky glue for this. And I think I want them all the way along the edge, but with bigger ones in the center. I might have to cover that blue up so that it doesn't show through. And this is long enough to cover it. And I'll just do that. Of course, you could put a bit of lace too. I did that on my butterfly one here. A row of lace just underneath the flowers. So let's do that. It'll have to be an off-white lace. So I've got them sorted. Oh, I could put a little bit of this goldish beige lace. That'll be pretty. Go nice with the green, because this has a green tone to it. And that's what I've got my lace and ribbons wrapped around, is whale tail tabs. This one's cut out of a Duncan Hines box, probably brownies. And I'll put that like right here to cover the edge of the papers, the two different types of papers, and then I'll have my leaves on this side. So I'm just going to do a strip of glue right down the edge of this coffee dyed paper. Come on. Almost like I had it upside down or something. Time to refill. I think it's been laying on its side, not standing up the way it's supposed to. I'll just put that there. And I'll trim it off. Trim off the excess. The bottom. Put it in my snippet bin. And then, like I said, I just want those leaves. I probably should have some little red berries to go with. But I'll just do an arrangement, rather random, but not completely random. You know me, I like that symmetry. Maybe a little bow or something in the middle would be called for. Or like I say, a big cluster of berries or something. I do have a red sticker that could go there. Might be too one-dimensional. I also have some dimensional stickers that might be better, like the pine cones that have some holly. That might be what I'll put in the center. And this is Forever in Time, and I don't know where these came from either. I picked up a couple of hauls at yard sales, and if this was in my video from the haul, you may be able to tell me where it came from, quicker than I can remember. I know there was one when we were camping it might have been from. So I think I'll put it, well, if I put it sideways, it won't matter which way it goes on the page, like this. I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. Probably won't be those red stickers. And work on my arrangement here. I do have a bunch of different sizes of these, right down to tiny little ones, which I'll probably put out at the edge. I just want it to be like lush, lots of them, you know? And then I probably have some red beads that I could glue on. to make the little red berries that go along with holly. And then one going this way maybe. I almost should put the lace on top of this. And then maybe a trio of leaves at each end of the little ones. I'll fill it in well. That's a lot of leaves. But there's something that I'm attracted to with that abundance. And it uses things up too. Yeah, so I think I'll start in the middle. Which is, let's see here, it's about 11 inches, so 5.5. Right about here is the middle. So pretty close to where I had eyed it. And I'll start with these 2 leaves. So I'm just going to mark. So these were kind of facing away from each other. Maybe I will try to just tuck it in under the ribbon. It's going to let me, so I'll do it. Not exactly at the same angle, but that's okay. And the reason I'm using the white glue this time, the tacky glue, instead of the, what do you call it, 3-in-1, is that it's got a little more thickness to it. And these leaves are quite textured, like they're embossed, so it's not flat. So that glue that I put on each side of that center crease will reach. If I push it down just a little, it'll reach and make contact with the paper down below. Whereas if I use a really thin glue, it might not do that. That's my thinking anyway. And then I wanted one going, kind of going this way and in underneath that one. So that might be tricky to place, but I'll manage. A big airplane or something going on over outside. I can hear it from in here. The air show was on in Trenton this weekend, which is about 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes-ish away from here, the Trenton Air Force Base. So it's probably just one of them guys. And then another green one, again, going that direction towards the center. And in underneath everything. And then another one of these ones with the brown tip going the other way. It might be too rigid for some people. If you want more random, go for it. I have trouble doing really, really, really random. It's not that I can't do it, it's just I like symmetry. I did have one line of jewelry that I made that was quite random, and it was pretty popular. It was a bit of a learning curve for me to do it. Now I've lost my little leaves at both ends. I know it was 3 and 3. They just kind of got scattered to the wind here. Some of them, they almost feel like there's 2 there, but it isn't. It's just really thick paper. I'm just wondering if I need one more. Like 3, 3, and 3. Now that I've got them overlapping, they're overlapping a little more than when I laid them out. That underneath that one, I think. Still gives me lots to play with. So if I use these in a journal, I can put more of them throughout the journal. This way, having some stuff made up in July, when I go to do some Christmas crafting in November, I will have some stuff pre-made, which will be nice. My cat keeps looking at me saying, like, why are you inside? It's a beautiful day today. Let's go out. So I think I'm going to have to sit out on the porch after this, get some sun. See if my tea-dyed fabric strips are drying. I've got them hanging up on the porch. I have a string of Christmas lights out on the porch that are, they have just enough, they're not stretched tight, so there's just enough give in them for me to hang things up. And when our dryer goes on the fritz, or I need to dry just something quick, I'll hang it out there. So there, that's my belly band or page edge. That would look beautiful poking out the side of a page, a Christmas journal or a forest journal or whatever, and then having the music, the Christmas music, which you really can't even tell it's Christmas music, but I know it is, and you know it is. So that's kind of cool. So that'll be a belly band or a page edge glued down, or it could be glued down and be a tuck spot too, but I might want to reinforce so that these little bits don't get damaged if I make it a tuck spot. So I'm really happy with that. It turned out pretty. And I have something else similar that I can do another one. So since we're only at 17 minutes, let's do another one. This one is more two-sided. And what I have to use is this little package of easy 3D toppers. So I think you're supposed to layer these up to make those little 3D pictures. But they're little Christmas trees or pine trees. They're not decorated like Christmas trees. And then there's little squirrels and bunnies and snowmen. Oh, that's cute. And so for this, I would maybe want it to go horizontal, down like a belly band this direction. So I might get 2 out of it because most of my books aren't that wide. They're about half that. So let's just cut this in half. And I'll make 2 at one time. And when I do these, it may end up being too small, but what I'll do right now is I'll add a couple of bits of music paper to each end to make them a little longer, and then at the time I can always add more too. So I'm going to take my Christmas paper again, my old Christmas tree music paper. And just cut myself some more squares. And that word Christmas you can recognize. So I'm going to use it too. And then I can add, I mean, you can cover up that book page On this one, I don't really need book page on a Christmas, unless it's something Christmas themed. And I like the color of this paper. It's just newsprint. Nothing too substantial. I'll get a little bit of music on that side too. Hey, Mama. Time to go out on the porch, is it? Yeah, I know. I'll come next as soon as I'm done this video, okay? She wants to know who I'm talking to, I think. Okay. So I'll just add a few more pieces of music paper on there. Oh, you know what? I didn't put that on, and I fully intended to. Let's get that on there. Forgot all about it. It's sticky on the back, but I'm going to put some tacky glue for extra security, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of this center bundle. It's almost like 3D plastic embossed sticker. And then, like I said, if I could find some little red beads, I'll probably put them in these blank spots, but I don't have those handy. So if I do that, it'll be in the thumbnail picture. And I probably will do it. One more piece on this top edge, I think. It extends our length a little bit. Maybe one more piece here. And that says Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, so that'll help make it more recognizable. Cover that book page. Something down at this end. And something down at this end, just to make it a little wider. It's a good way to use up bits of paper bag too. Okay, so that's the base, gussied up a bit. And then let's see, I want to use one of these snowmen. And then there's deer too. And a little sled with a little doll poking out of a box. That's cute. So what do we got? We've got just a snowman, and then we've got the snowman with a tree. And I think you're supposed to put it like in front and in front and in front with the thick dots in between them. But I just want to do this. Actually, I'll move this Oh Christmas tree. Actually, I could put him off to the side. I can put him off. I can do whatever I want. And then there's some plain Christmas trees too. So that's what I'm going to do. The mass edging on with the plain Christmas trees, I think, unless they're all too big. I can cut them down a bit. I could put like that, and then just have a couple more small ones. Have I got some smaller ones somewhere in here? I don't think I want the Christmas trees with the bunnies, so I'll cut those ones down. I will save the bunnies for Easter. To me, that just makes more sense. Almost done. So I'm going to take and sort of fussy cut myself a shorter tree here. And have another one there. And snowman off to the side. Another tree there. And then I can fussy cut my bunnies later. Let's stick them in an envelope back into one of these baggies. Put them in my Easter box. And I guess I could fussy cut the top of another tree just so it's not so tall. I want this one over here to be shorter again. Well, this is different. This is more of the long needle pine. So I don't want to mix them up, I don't think. I'm going to fussy cut a section here. I just don't want a straight across bottom edge, you know. And I'll put that one overlaying that one, and then let that Christmas tree paper show through, and have another one, and then my snowman off to the side. So not so symmetrical this time, but I think still a pretty good composition. I just would like, I'd like to be able to see that better. I guess it doesn't matter that much. And I want these to come down a bit. There, and there. That one to go back up a bit. And then I can still put maybe some sort of lace or something that looks like snow underneath these. So I'll just quickly glue these on. I think my computer's telling me I'm low on battery. My phone. I should have been plugged in this morning. Just filming away. So I don't even know if this is working. And then what have I got that's kind of snowy? I've got white lace that kind of could look like a snowdrift because it's like that. That might work nice. And it even goes down a little bit. I'm not sure I want this plain piece underneath, so I might grab another piece of Christmas music. Off of here for now. Oh no, I don't want to do that because I want it the other way up. Actually, I won't take music this time. I'll take a little holiday greetings and put it there. And then I'll cut this off. Where it belongs. And I'm just going to glue along the top edge and just down here on these little half circles. And then all the way along the top of the snowdrift. just like that. I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna cut this short just in case my camera's died, and then I can do the other one if it has, but I've done 2 for you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. Enjoy your day and have a great Christmas in July. Talk to you soon.